So if you recently installed a custom ROM on your mobile phone, then you might have known that the stock camera application which is installed in this ROM or any other ROM mostly does not support other lenses. So you are stuck with only one lens that works all the time, and you lose out on a lot of different things too. Like for example, the AI feature, video super stabilization feature, super slow motion, or the flexibility to change the video quality to different resolutions. And in this video I'm gonna be showing you how you can get that back by installing the ANX camera, which brings back the stock camera capabilities of all those Redmi, Xiaomi, Poco phones. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, and by the end of the video, if you feel that I helped you in some way, throw that like on this video. Without wasting any time, now let's directly start this video. Let me quickly show you the icon of ANX camera so that you can know how this application looks. So ANX camera's icon will look like this after you install. The installation step will be shown by the end of the video, so make sure you watch till the end. But once you open this application, you will find it very much resembling to MIUI. So the complete skin of MIUI has been copied, and all the features of MIUI camera that you will see on your phone before you actually put on a custom ROM, you will be able to see the same features here. So this is the Pro mode, and here you can click on 48 megapixel if your lens is of 48, else it's 64 and you will be able to put 64. Then you can apply some filters. Then there is tilt shift light centering. Then there is flash option on the top, and here you can even click on RAW. So basically all the special options for Pro features are here: ISO sensitivity, lenses, then you can change the focus, shutter speed, everything. Then if you come here on video mode, you'll be able to see different kind of recording modes where you can record 4K 60 FPS for me, since it's a K20 Pro, so that I can do. Then there is 4K 30 FPS, which is also possible, 1080p 60 FPS, 1080p 30 FPS, and 720p 30 FPS. So these are all the options that are available for me to record. Then here I can turn on the grid lines, straighten, track object movement, and I can use both the lenses, ultra wide as well as 2x, to film a video too. Then in terms of photograph, you have the option to turn on the AI on and off, HDR on off, automatic. Then there is dynamic shots, which will also include some kind of motion. And then here if you see, you can even apply different kind of filters on your photos, so that is also nice. Then here if you can change the aspect ratio of the screen, which is visible here. 3:4 is my favorite. Then timer, voice shutter. If I enable, it asks me to say cheese and then it will automatically click, but yeah, obviously I can't speak Chinese, so that is something that I cannot. Straighten. Then you will have a guideline where if your photo is not straight, it's gonna mark you with this line. And then you have the option to tilt shift, which is trending right now. So basically the idea is that you get all the features of MIUI camera on your custom ROM. And here you can see it's been clicked by a 12 megapixel camera size, resolution, and the settings of the camera. So that's pretty good. Then coming to portrait mode, you have this option to enable, increase the focal length or decrease it according to your wish. Then you have different kind of options here, just like Apple has this. So they have given some cool features right here, which is called studio lighting, by the way. And here you have the option for face beauty, which I don't like, so I'm not gonna play with this. Basically that's all for that. And then here you can click on for full body mode. So full body mode, you can click the complete body's photo as a portrait mode. I'm gonna turn this off. Then here in more, you have the option of slow motion. If you click on that, you'll be able to change the settings and resolutions. So 960 fps, 240 fps, and then 120 fps in both 720p and 1080p. Then you have the straighten and guidelines. You can turn those off if you don't want. Under more, you have other options like 48 megapixel, night mode, panorama, vlog mode, slow motion, time lapse, short video, and editing. In editing, you can edit these features which appear in more sections. So you can turn on and off of what appears here under edit. Now let me show you what version of ANX camera I am running. So for me, the Android version is Android 11, and that's why the version of ANX camera that runs on Android 11 is 185R. It's called Salty Intelligent Plain Squeaker 185. I'll leave the link for this one specifically in the description. So if you are on Android 11 and if you want to check it out, you can click on the link, download the zip file and then flash it the way that I'm gonna show you. But if you are on an older build, like for example Android 10 or 9, then you have to go to their website and see from there whichever package suits your mobile phone. And some of these packages might even have bugs, and for that there might be fixes as well. So you have to download those additional portrait mode fix or like 48 megapixel crashing fix and then flash it right after you flash the ANX camera. One interesting thing about this ANX camera is, by some reason, if you want to uninstall this camera, you have the option to uninstall this camera by the way that you installed it. So basically all you have to do is the same zip file that you used to install this camera, you have to go to TWRP and flash that again. So if you flash that zip file once, it will install. If you flash the same file twice right after each other, it's gonna uninstall. I'm gonna show that too. So let me quickly boot into the recovery and show you how it is done. For your reference, I have already downloaded the zip file and it's already present in my memory card of this phone. So if it is not downloaded by you, check the link in the description, download it first and then put that zip file in your phone and then boot to recovery. And I'm hoping that you have some kind of custom recovery to boot into, because that is what you would require to flash it. So once you are here in TWRP or any custom recovery, go to install section and then find the zip file where you put it. So for me it's under my SD card downloads, but for you it might be somewhere else. So make sure you go to the place where it is, and once there, select the zip file and swipe. And once you install this, you will see this kind of message on your screen, where by the end of this, if you don't get any error while installing, you're good to go. So for me the installation succeeded. I'm gonna reboot my device, and after rebooting I must be seeing ANX camera installed on my mobile phone. So let's hope for that. Now if you go up here now, you will be able to see ANX camera here. Now the first time that you will install, it's gonna crash sometime because it's gonna ask you for the permission. So that's first time. So you open it again, give all the permissions that it asks for, and if second time it still crashes, then open it again the third time and it should work. The reason behind that is the permissions that it's taking, and once you have it settled, it's gonna work as fluid as that. But there are few changes that have been done recently, especially in Android 11. So if you have done this process and when you boot up and you don't find ANX camera on your phone, even after successful installation, that's because it requires Magisk. And if you don't know what Magisk is, it's basically a way to root your device. So you first have to install Magisk on your phone and root your device. If you don't know how to do that, I've made a video about it. I'll leave the link here so that you can first watch and install Magisk safely. Once you have done that, then perform the same operation as I showed in this video to install this ANX camera on your phone. And once you have that, you will see that the ANX camera is under the installed modules of Magisk. And once it's done, you will 100% be able to see here under the installed modules that this ANX camera is present there. So then you can just click here and you will be able to use this ANX camera right out of the box. And now for the comparison, let me share some camera samples of my stock camera versus ANX camera to show you better why you should opt for an ANX camera if you are going on a custom ROM and don't use the stock camera that comes with it. So here are some photo samples that I've clicked from my K20 Pro using the stock camera application as well as ANX camera under the same phone and same ROM and same settings. And I think it's pretty clear that you will be able to use a lot more things if you have ANX camera installed rather than just having the stock camera application. Even in video mode, you will be able to change the quality and the resolution of the camera so that it better fits your purpose. So with that, I wrap today's video. If you have any questions, any comments or any inquiries, ask me in the comment section below or reach out to me on my social media handles. And if you're new to the channel, click on subscribe to watch this kind of videos regularly. And if you enjoyed watching this video specifically, throw that like button right below this video. And I'll be catching you guys in the next video next week. And I'm thinking of making something to bring back the call recording feature to all of you back who has moved to custom ROM after Android 10 or maybe Android 10 and 11. So So let's see how it goes. Let me know in the comments what you think of that. And I'll be catching you in the next video.